Hello, my dear sweet collective. Okay, I have been channeling a little bit this morning for the next book. The Awakened Heart just launched here a couple of weeks ago, and it's a little off the traditional recent path. Again, there's a lot of science in there. There's a lot of law of attraction energy in it, as well as healing like the empath archetypes. But Souls in the Light Field, okay, which launched before that, the continuation of the channeling of our codes, our celestial codes, is now in the transmissions that I'm getting for the next book. So I probably channeled about maybe like a tenth of the book so far, and it's just fascinating. So Spirit wanted me to give you guys a reading, and then they threw a bunch of cards at me, which was kind of funny. So let's see what they want to share. Okay, so we've got the King of Swords, of course, very much divine masculine energy there, and the Eight of Cups. Okay, we have the Devil in reverse. We have the Empress in reverse. We have 10 of Cups in reverse, and Death in reverse. So I'm getting this storyline of something that was thought to be divine, okay, person, place, or thing, has been left behind. It's been moved on, which brings this king into King of Cups, okay. 10 of Swords. There's a little bit of sadness that's going along with this. Interesting. We've got the Hermit in reverse. We've got the Tower in reverse. There's our Queen of Swords. And we've got the Six of Cups in reverse. And so they're showing me here, okay, again, there's this energy that the King of Swords, I feel like in some ways has passed. Okay, there's an energy here where this King of Swords energy, which I'm going to call masculine, but it can be masculine, feminine, what if you want to call it some sort of non-binary, I don't care, that's up to you. But we all have those dualities within ourselves. It's not a gender thing, okay? So I do see this as being this sort of truth of an ending. And out of that ending, out of that death, grew this heart space, this love space, okay? And there's a knowing here that there's this sadness, there's this mask that's been removed, and yet you can't, it's not like you can travel backwards to where this Queen of Swords was coming to birth, so to speak. And so it's almost like waiting now for this abstract sort of energy to arrive. And so I'm getting really chilly, so that's past energy. So that's probably where this kind of has come to, or this is like a past that we're looking at. Okay. Yeah, what was growing before here, that was the past Emperor's energy, right, is done. Like the sword is gone. The cup is there. And there we've got Isis, which is my divine feminine in both of her aspects, her higher self and her 3D embodiment. Okay, and she is the wish in the star of what is wanted now at a soul connection level. Again, we've got that Queen of Swords energy here, where now she's moving towards this more earthly goddess energy. Okay, but no longer sleeping, she also can no longer be in this lost mindfulness, no longer in the poppy fields. She's now knows she's on the path and going towards this Capricorn energy. And in a way, right, we had the devil there kind of in reverse. The mask is off, but the truth is out there. And that in some ways is this aspect that not putting the genie back in the bottle one way or the other. Okay, and that is crossed here by the way that the divine masculine is embodying their heart and changing that divine energy. And it's coming with this moonstone, okay, where this moon energy of the solar eclipse is bringing the feminine hearts together of the feminine and the masculine. And this is in a very open way of releasing the karma, of opening up to our true path and underlying, again, right, like they've both kissed a lot of frogs, but now this new moon is awakening something greater. Okay, so we're gonna pull some human design energy out of this. Okay, again, there's this aspect of the feminine is getting these downloads and then sending them back out of consciousness. And again, right, bridging the past. We were talking about the past, that coldness, the past and the future. And she's learning from these past experiences to, how do I have this mental incarnation? How do I bring all of this forward? And so it is really an energy where she's not she's in the not self, okay, which is very Buddhist, all right. And the not self doesn't mean that we don't exist. It's where she's in this complete and total like acceptance that I am an energy frequency living in a 3D reality and experiencing this and all of these human emotions that in truth don't really exist because I don't really exist. This is just a learning capsule, so to speak. Okay. But that's what she came here to do, was learn. Okay. And so this is connecting her to her ancestors, okay, through this circuitry where, again, I got in the reading I did this morning that the feminine has 19 days, I think, of a cycle from whatever day it was over on Mindset Unicorn. It might be Wednesday that comes through, where there's 19 days here of this construct until this opportunity arrives. And the voice really speaks out as to the direction that the ancestors are bringing her to. Okay. Thank you. And again, we've got this masculine here that says, I demand to be seen. I demand to complete this process. I am the authority figure. I am tired of being almost like pushed aside. There's almost like a high alert here that they want to reinforce that I am the masculine here, okay? Like whether I was the King of Swords or the King of Cups, I am that one, right? I am the masculine. This is my energy. I am acknowledging who I am because they want to mate, okay? And it doesn't have to be sexual, although if you look at these two cards together, they are very sexual. But what it's showing up with is this wanting to partnership, okay? Wanting to partnership, wanting to co-create. I really love those two standing there together, wanting to co-create. And so that's a very beautiful energy here, okay? But it also, it's like the masculine, to do this, they have to tear apart the time structure, okay? And they feel limited. They feel limitation in that energy of having to work through that construct, okay? I just got the name Tabitha, so again, there could be children involved because they're reminding me of Tabitha in Bewitched. And so again, it's almost as if the child or the inner child is actually the one behind the scenes, like making all of this happen. Now, again, we had the Hermit in reverse here, and I do feel that it's because that somebody here has worked through their devil's energy and they've seen things differently, and they understand that what was trauma was not meant to be as painful as it felt in the moment. It was actually saving them. It was actually a saving grace, okay? And so again, we come back to the idea here that the ancestors are supporting this inner child energy. They are supporting all of this coming together right now, right here, to work through this, okay? So let's go ahead and pull a few more. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. So yeah, the maturing of this feminine. The feminine may be older than the masculine in this case. It doesn't have to be male or female. It's the feminine heart. And she's kind of turned the world on its head in a way where she is now letting the inner child aspect through her heart, okay? And yeah, she's like taking it easy as she's getting these downloads, because she's like, I am in rulership. Again, she came through with that, I'm Isis, right? But she came through with that sort of Earth Mother energy, right? Where she's like, I am in that sort of Queen of Pentacles, ruler sort of energy, where I have placed it out there, and as it goes into the earth, it will come back to me, okay? And I love what Spirit just showed me is, look at what the masculine demands. Look at what they're pointing at. Get up, come get me, come interact with me, right? And the feminine is refusing, because the feminine is like, I've put it out there, right? And the underlying here is that they're wanting the male to step up and be that alpha male, right? I've done my part. I've matured. I'm not going to chase you. Yeah. Feminine is in acceptance, okay? The feminine is in acceptance that they know what the incarnation is here. They know the details. they get all the different aspects of the transits and where we are and where we came from and where we're going, and they understand this all. So what is time? What is the aspect of waiting? I'm not really waiting because there is no construct of time. Okay. And so she's actually becoming a manifesting generator, which is pretty freaking awesome. And her aura is giving that off. And it's a pretty powerful energy that is coming out of the feminine. Okay. And so those around you may be seeking you out as this manifesting generator, seeking you out for answers and for support and to tell you what they need to do. Okay. I use the human design as an intuitional tool, divination tool, just as I do with everything else. So I'm not like a human design master, but it almost feels like what Spirit's telling me is that this could be an individual that is a projector, if that's correct. You might post down below if I'm off on that. But so the masculine here is trying to tap into their mind. They are very curious about what this means. So the masculine may be that their heart is that energy of projection. And so feminine is like, here's your education. Go do you. Okay? Like, I don't want to teach you. Go read up on this and come back later. Okay? Thank you. Now, the masculine doesn't like this. They just want to break through. They just want to, again, penetrate through this. And if I penetrate through this, then I'm breaking through, and it, so it's like my brute force, my strength, my inner strength will make this happen. Okay. And the feminine is like, I'm just driving my ship, right? Like, I am just on this endeavor. I'm on my own completion process. I'm not even considering anything other than my path right now. And they're very much in the authority energy here. And so I don't think there's a lot that can break through that at this time. Again, we've got the same thing where what this might do is this might turn the masculine back into a little bit of that devil's energy, that obsessive energy. Like, how do I break through this if I can't get this to happen in the way that I want? And the feminine's just like, I'm just soaring, right? I'm just rising out of the ashes in my dream state and allowing Spirit to bring things to me. What's coming to the feminine, I can tell you right now, is very big energies here. It's the defined spleen, they call it. It's intuition spontaneously in the movement to keep the body safe. And it's signaling an intuitive warning. And so here's the thing, is that the feminine here, okay, they can't identify what it is, but they have received the downloads. And so they are getting this aspect that my heart is my reliable energy. And I'm letting my heart drive me forward. And as such, there's no ego in that for the feminine. They are definitely, though not in the greatest sync, okay, with, I would say, the ego mind. They're very much using their heart as a compass right now, which is why they don't want to, I mean, this is very different from past energy. In the past, they would have wanted to sit down and be like, I'm going to educate you. But they don't want to do that anymore because they're really following this compass of their heart. And in this compass of their heart, they kind of want the masculine energy to define things on their own. Now, that doesn't mean that this is a man. Again, that could be the woman. This is just a aspect of energy. Okay. So what do you need to know here? All right. Again, these two are already divined through time, entwined together. They already have a cord attached. So the knowledge is already there that these two are connected. Okay. So even if you haven't met this person and this is just telling you the story of what's to come, this is already meant to have this aspect with you in this lifetime. And again, some of you don't see this, but they're also showing me here that this is the aspect that the masculine here is also no longer in that King of Swords energy, right? Like they are also in their heart space, which is coming through is very demanding from them. Probably because it is an awakening. So yes, they're holding their cup and they're like saying here, I have slumbered long enough. Can I trust this path? Can you fill my cup? Can you offer me love? But that work is a collective masculine energy right now of this awakened heart space. And they're walking the path with the feminine, right? Everyone's walking through this space right now of heading into spirits saying it's almost like a slumbering, but it's like a slumbering of like a path of knowledge. Not necessarily that there's nothing going on, because there's so much going on underneath the surface during the fall and the winter as things are composting and things under the ground are working and moving and walking the path here together of a new beginning. But it's walking the path here under the moon. Okay. And this is the support we need to walk out of this year. Okay. So just so that you're aware. What else here, Spirit? Thank you. Yeah, this is the storm. Okay. This is the wake-up call. This is the cleansing that needed to happen. The aha that the grass actually is greener right there where the feminine stands is the green grass. Okay. And it's the new birth of the masculine where they are now magnetically drawn to complete this cycle through this solar eclipse. And the feminine again is in that silence of finishing out this year, moving forward with that moon. Okay. Beginning anew. But in some aspects, the masculine's mind is already calling forward what's on the other side of that. The masculine's mind is already being tipped off by the sun in this effect of the solar eclipse. Solar eplex. I don't know why they wanted to call it a solar eplex. Okay, somebody knows anything about a solar eplex, please put that down below. But the feminine has to complete this in order to come into their own Queen of Cups energy. Okay, so they're going through a primal energy, and then again there is Isis. Okay, for the second time, Isis. It's their higher self and their 3D reality ego and egoless working together. Okay. Anything else about the timeline here, Spirit? Thank you. Okay. This has been going on for all time, and this is what was always meant for you, even though time has no construct. So it's been going on for no time and all time, all in the same. Okay. And you will always be together. Okay. The shift doesn't change anything. It is shifting. Parts of this are dying. The King and Queen of Swords moving into the King and Queen of Cups. And there's that completion, but also telling us that these last 3 months of the year are very powerful for us to have that big end of the year completion. Okay. The masculine does not have to penetrate this aspect. Okay. It's already been created. So I think that gives the masculine the idea that now they can just manifest and wish for what this is going to create, which is what I think they are doing on the other side of this. Okay. They feel limited because they can't see it yet, but they are trying to manifest. Give me the intuition of what is coming, Spirit. Okay. So let's close us off with an oracle. Close out the energy. Okay, your ancestors here say, yes, there are many paths. Your heart knows which one it wants to take and how to get out of this karmic year properly and to go get that Queen of Cups energy, whether you are the masculine or the feminine, right? You've completed a big cycle. So very beautiful energy. Very beautiful awakening of the Kundalini, I feel. All right, so I hope you guys have a beautiful week. I love you so much. Don't forget that Patreon saw this first, and I will see you soon. I love you guys, okay? You can find Patreon. It's donation-based. Pay what you like. It could be $1. It could be $22, whatever it feels right for you, at mindsetunicorn.me, okay? Love you guys. Bye.